Happy New Year, brother.
Happy New Year, brother. Cheers, man. Thank you very much for having me here, brother. Thank you very much.
हामीहरुको दुई गर्नुपर्ने कहिलेदेखि थियो. Finally.
I got the COVID scare अस्ति हैन. That's why
COVID लागेको थियो तिमीलाई?
थिएन. यस्तो भयो के I've gotten myself tested like I don't even know how many times हुन्छ नि 20-30 चोटि होला हैन अहिलेसम्म. त्यो दिन चाहिँ घाँटी दुखिरहेको थियो अलिकति and I was just like, man, let's not do it. And I got myself tested. I told you, no? I got myself tested and then negative, and this I took a few antibiotics and back on.
Surprisingly, मेरो के भइरहेछ भनेपछि I had 3 shows cancelled मेरो एकछिन. 3 वटा guests cancelled.
Shit, man.
Because ठ्याक्क scheduled day को एक दिन अगाडि everybody is getting COVID. Back to back के. हिजो पनि I reached out to someone.
Yeah.
हिजो नै COVID लाग्यो फेरि.
हिजो?
Yeah.
So
surprisingly, if you're getting a call from me, you better get tested. Just
call me anytime, man. I can be your backup guest, man. Anytime. I know the feeling. No, I know the feeling when somebody cancels the number. Somebody shifts the date. Nobody cancels. Nobody cancels. People just shift the date. And then you need to fill the gap. How many are you doing a week?
Week को 2टा गरेर छु मैले अहिले currently. तर चाहिँ last week चाहिँ मेरो completely नै off भयो के. Because of scheduling, and I was like, wait गरौँ बरु next week देखि चाहिँ properly नै गरौँ भनेर मैले गरेँ. So this is like the first episode this year भनौँ न.
This is the first episode this year?
This is the first episode, man.
Happy New Year, brother. Happy New Year. 2022 is going to be awesome. I just have a solid feeling about 2022. I don't know why this is the year that the pandemic is kindly going to subside. That's what I feel. I don't know how true that's going to be, but I'm very hopeful.
I feel like the pandemic haraudhaina, but people are going to learn how to live with it. It's going to stay for a long time, I think.
Exactly. It's going to subside. Okay? That's why I use the word subside. And it's just going to... We'll figure out a way. We'll figure out a way to get along with COVID-19 this year. 2022, I just have a feeling that this year we're going to figure out that we're gonna move forward. How will we move forward? So we'll at least have a roadmap. That it's going to stick around like influenza. It's going to stick around. We'll all get it. No matter. You cannot run and hide from COVID anymore.
Definitely.
I still remember the day I told my parents, Amala Babalai Moile. February, March यस्तो थियो कि February 2022 मा चाहिँ February 2020 मा चाहिँ मेरो एकजना साथी हङकङबाट फर्केर आएको थियो क्या अनि ऊ हङकङबाट फर्केर आइसकेपछि मैले उसलाई सोधेको थिएँ कि के चाहिँ सिचुएसन भनेर क्या अनि उसले मलाई के भनेको थियो भन्दाखेरि या ओल्ड पिपल आर गेटिङ इट भनेर भनेको थियो कि मलाई होइन सो मैले यसो अनि त्यसपछि मार्चमा चाहिँ आई वेन्ट अहेड एन्ड आई टोल्ड माई पेरेन्ट्स दिस इज गन कम विल अल प्रब्ली गेट इट होइन सो द ओन्ली थिङ द्याट वी क्यान डु इज वी क्यान स्टे सेफ by just fixing 2 things. Keeping ourselves sane, that is mentally ekdam strong basne, or physically stay as strong as we can. And I told my parents that, and my mother till today tells me, remember the time when you told us that COVID is gonna come. So it is gonna come. That's what I told them back then. And now, after 2.5 years, after I don't know how many shots that we've taken, 2 that we've already gotten it. How many do we have? 2, right? We've already gotten 2. So most probably we're going to be... Most probably by the end of 2022, I have a solid feeling that we will figure out a way how to live with this.
Like COVID, like you?
I've been tested 20-30 times, man. None. Also, COVID That's a good question. That's it. यस्तो छ के घाँटी कसलाई दुखेको छैन रुगा कसलाई लागेको छैन घाँटी पनि दुखेको छ रुगा पनि लागेको छ टेस्ट गर्दाखेरि नेगेटिभ आएछ हैन सो यु रियली डोन्ट नो हैव यु गट कोभिड हैन
Yeah, I did.
When was this?
Last year को दशैंमा. But my symptoms were like pretty mild. 3 दिनसम्म चाहिँ it was like 900 को fever. Taste or smell was like smell the 0 नै, which is very surprising. And त्यसपछि I got better. So 3 days or so I recovered.
Yeah.
And after a week I was going to the gym and everything was back to normal.
After a week you were back to normal, right?
Yeah.
कस्तो डाइसी रहेछ कि कोभिड चाहिँ हुन्छ नि हैन के डाइसी छ भन्दाखेरि couple of my friends have COVID right now हैन have COVID हैन तर केही साथीहरूको चाहिँ कोभिड भर्खर सक्यो कि लाइक भर्खर नेगेटिभ आएछ 1-2 जना साथीहरू चाहिँ मेरो हैन अनि उनीहरूको चाहिँ केसमा चाहिँ नेगेटिभ आइसकेपछि जिउ दुखिरहेछ के
नेगेटिभ आइसकेपछि
पनि जिउ दुखिरहेछ लथ्रक्क परिरहेछ हुन्छ नि हैन आई डोन्ट नो विच भेरिएन्ट दिस इज हैन लर्ड नोज सो the only thing that we can do is we can hope for the best. if once we get COVID, we can hope for the best, but in the beginning, we can prepare for the worst. Preparation, who better than you to go ahead and tell us about preparation? If you keep your body fit, that's going to be the best thing, I believe. One of my friends, last year, he ended up in the ICU.
Okay.
He ended up in the ICU, my age. I don't want to take his name, but he ended up in the ICU. You know the worst feeling when you're talking to, you're FaceTiming your friend, and he's in the ICU, बात मारिरहेछ होइन दुईजनाले, we're talking, मजाले बात मारिरहेछ होइन, तर उसले मास्क लगाइरहेछ के, त्यो के भन्छ मास्क भन्दा अक्सिजन मास्क के होइन, उसले लगाइरहेछ होइन. अनि जब उसले अक्सिजन मास्क फुकाल्छ हुन्छ नि होइन, एकछिन फुकालेर कुरा गर्न खोज्छ, खोक्छ क्या, and he has to put the mask back. That is the worst feeling when you see your friend in the ICU. So you have to be careful, man.
COVID is surprising हुन्छ नि, कतिजनालाई लागि पनि रहेछ, कतिजनालाई चाहिँ केही फिल पनि भएको छैन, they're just testing positive, no symptoms, nothing. कोही मान्छेलाई चाहिँ सिरियस सिम्टम्सहरू नै देखिरहेको छ. And apparently it should be हुन्छ नि, if you are fit, you shouldn't be getting the worst of the symptoms. तर कोही केही मान्छेहरूलाई चाहिँ फेरि again you're getting the symptoms as well. नराम्रो.
Yeah, man.
You never know.
You never know what happens. You went to the gym after what, 5 days?
After 7 days.
After 5-7 days, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I've been going to the gym regularly till the time the government is saying that the gyms can open. I'll go to the gym till the time the gyms are open, man. I'll go to the gym. The day gym stops, I'll go out and run. If that also you can do, I'll figure out something to do at home. You know, I don't know, man. You know this. मैले एउटा सेसन गरेको थिएँ कि. I did a session with a friend of mine, for her Instagram channel. In the beginning of COVID, we were all at home and we did a session Instagram. I still remember I worked out for a good solid 45 minutes, and a good solid 45 minutes every day. लामो ऊ छ कि मेरो के भन्छ त्यसलाई सिडी छ कि मेरो अपार्टमेन्ट जानलाई हैन, up and down, up and down, up and down every single day, and then put के अरे 5 लिटर अथवा 10 लिटर के बटल के त्यो 1-1 लिटरको बटल हुन्छ नि एक्वाको बटल हैन, just shove it in the bag and just do up and down, man. That's more than enough. That's what I did for almost 3 months. And then after that for 1 month I was lazy as shit.
I worked out at home as well. मैले चाहिँ इक्विपमेन्टहरु चाहिँ राखिरहेको थिएँ सानोतिनो, adjustable dumbbells and everything. I always had that at home, okay?
Yeah.
So for whatever the lockdown period was, gym भएर पनि के जानै पाउँदैन आफ्नो जिम भयो पनि हैन. So lockdown period भरि I worked out with those equipment, and when I got back to the gym I was even in a better shape, okay? I think because we were at home, work and everything दौड के पनि छैन हैन, and because of that I think our body was easier to mold त्यो टाइममा चाहिँ.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so, because you know you need rest and everything जुन पाउँदैन नि त डे टु डेमा, दौडिरा हुन्छ, खाने टाइम छैन, के भइरा हुन्छ. But since we were at home, I mean you had plenty of time.
Yeah, that is
त्यो recovery गरेर चाहिँ I think for me I noticed that change. I've been working out for 10-12 years. I don't even remember. र जुन kind of difference त्यतिखेर भेटाए नि in the 3 or 4 months. I hadn't seen that since I was a newbie.
Yeah. Shit, man, because there was nothing else to disturb you, right? Your mind was like focused, right?
And that was like an escape as well, Nita. I know, because most of us who work out, for us, that is like a therapy.
Yeah.
I know, and COVID was like, man, what the fuck just happened? Kind of भएको थियो त्यतिखेर. मैले पनि COVID back in December or so चाहिँ watch गरेर आएको थिएँ कि, because China मा बल्ल बल्ल आउन थालेको थियो त्यतिखेर COVID. And for me, the concern was त्यतिखेर नै economical point of view, okay? Because I knew...
How many gyms did you have at the time?
5 gyms. I still have 5 gyms.
Right in the beginning, you were like, oh shit.
Yeah. Because China ma aउने बित्तिकै I was like, damn, this is going to come. Because पहिला swine flu आज के आज यस्तो लकडाउन भएको कहिले सुनेको छैन नि त. We were seeing footages, मान्छेहरूले हुन्छ नि त्यो एलिभेटरको buttons press गर्नलाई पनि they're using something. So this is going to be crazy जस्तो लागेको थियो मलाई. अब कहिले हामी चाइनाको, we're right next to China. कहिलेसम्म आउँदैन भन्ने कुरा हो क्या. So I was just waiting and त्यसपछि यहाँ बन्द हुन थाल्यो, अरू कन्ट्रीमा यहाँ देख्न थाल्यो, and then I was like, fuck man.
This is it. Shit, man. When did you close how long did you close your gyms again? I forgot.
Wow, I don't even remember. I combined गरेर almost a year between the lockdowns. बिकज वी एक्चुअली फलोड द लकडाउनको त्यो बिचबिचमा कतिवटा जिमहरू त खुलेको थियो नि त बिकज गल्लीहरूमा थियो अर द ओनर्स अर द ट्रेनर्स लिफ्ट नियर बाई मेरो केसमा द्याट इज नट हाउ इट इज बिकज सबै चाहिँ मेरो जिमहरू चाहिँ मेन रोड्समै छ क्या एन्ड त्यसपछि अब वन्स यु आर अलिकति वेल नोन इन द इन्डस्ट्री यु हेभ टु टेक द्याट रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी पनि अब त्यतिखेर त अर्लियर त थाहा थिएन के हो कस्तो कोभिड लाग्यो भने मरिहाल्ने हो कि काइन्ड अफ कुरा थियो नि त
नाकबाट रगत सागबाट रगत कानबाट रगत निस्किन्छ भन्ने थियो त्यहाँ
रिमेम्बर द फर्स्ट गर्ल जसलाई चाहिँ कोभिड लागेको थियो बाहिरबाट आउँदाखेरि शी वाज लाइक स्टिग्मेटाइज्ड यस्तो
अन्त द होल वर्ल्ड वेयर लाइक ओ त्यो एयरलाइन्सबाट आयो ओ त्यसरी भयो
अफ कोर्स स्टार्टेड कर्सिङ हर सो त्यतिखेर त थाहा थिएन सो आई डिडन्ट टेक द रिस्क कम्प्लिटली सटडाउन नै गरेँ फर अलमोस्ट अ इयर एन्ड you know, financially it just wrecked me, but we did fine. We survived.
How long do you think it's going to take you to recoup or get back on track, pre-COVID track?
6 months. 6 months to a year.
Adja 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
If there's no more lockdown.
If there's no more lockdown. Because kinabhane chai tyo it wasn't that we lost traction. It was more like everything was completely stopped ni ta. Ghata hoina ke. It's not we're doing okay on this place, त्यहाँ लसमा गएको होइन कि त्यो झ्वाप्पै बन्द भएको कि बिजनेस नै जिरो भएको we're still paying taxesहरू त तिर्नै पऱ्यो बट यु नो अपरेसन गर्न नपाएपछि एन्ड देन त्यो एउटा इभन यु नो द पिपल हु कम टु वर्कआउट एउटा रिदम हुन्छ नि त वन्स द्याट ब्रेक्स
It's over, man. It's over.
It's hard to get back to it.
But trust me, I know. For 10 days, I don't go to the gym. Fucking, I know. I know how it feels. In 10 days, you're bloated already.
Yeah.
I know. If you don't go and work out for, let's say, 10 days, strength is not anymore. I can't feel the strength, bro. I took antibiotics for a couple of days. I can't feel the strength, man. I don't have the strength anymore.
You're talking more recent.
Yeah, Asti.
You're doing crazy amount of squats and stuff, man.
Yeah, bro. Man, I'm on. Isto छ के मेरो चाहिँ my power is like sometimes I get amazed at myself and what I do is so again I'm neither lean. I have fat. I know where all my fats are, right? But the inner power in the mornings यस्तो भयो कि पहिला चाहिँ के हुन्थ्यो भने I used to work out in the evenings, होइन I'm a lazy bum, bro. I used to wake up around 10, 11. I slept my good solid like 7 hours, 8 hours, But I made sure that I worked. I did all the things that I had to do, but I used to sleep around 2-3 in the evening. In the morning, you know what I mean? मलाई चाहिँ रातिको त्यो टाइम चाहिँ एकदम रमाइलो लाग्छ के लाग्थ्यो भनौँ न होइन from 11 to 3 हुन्छ नि that is where I am most productive that's what I felt, you know. Of course, either going out or either working from home, whatever I'm doing, that was my solid me time. But during COVID, what I realized was, okay, let me transform my life. COVID's transformed my life. No doubt on that. We're doing this because of COVID. Otherwise, I doubt it if I would have done so many things or you'd have done so many things too, right? I decided that, okay, I am going to transform my life. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to wake up in the morning.
So that was
the game changer for me. That was the game changer for me, for my life. At 36.
What made you wake up in the morning?
I just don't know. I just decided one day. I always want. Isto थियो के म call center मा काम गरेको मान्छे हो के. So when I was very young, I worked in a call center. Okay, so my shift started at 6 a.m. in the morning and my 6 p.m. in the evening, and my shift ended around 2:30. And by the time I got back home, it was 3:34. So that was at a very young age. So 2 वर्ष त्यो गरिसकेपछि तिम्रो के हुँदो रहेछ भने होइन a lot of friends who work night shift will understand this के हुन्छ भने त्यो रिदम चाहिँ बस्छ के your body clock is changed होइन when your body clock is changed at a very young age मेरो केसमा त it took me time to recover from that के so के भयो भने even after I quit that job I stuck with my schedule के so मलाई मेरो schedule चाहिँ रमाइलो लाग्थ्यो के 3-4 बजीसम्म उठिरहने schedule so त्यो मैले 10-12 वर्षसम्म त्यही गरेँ नि त. You getting me what I'm trying to say? So I did that for such a long time that was my schedule. I know. It's like a smoker. Okay? A smoker, all the smokers want 99.9% of the smokers want to quit smoking. Everybody wants to quit smoking. If you smoke, you want to quit. You've had excessive alcohol and you've smoked excessive cigarettes in the morning, you want to quit. Of course you can't quit. You're addicted ni ta. So same thing with this pattern as well. I was kind of addicted with my evening life. I kind of liked it. I kind of enjoyed the quietness of the evening. राति 11 देखि बिहानको 3 सम्म त्यो जति सुनसान हुन्छ नि त्यतिखेर तिमी जति प्रोडक्टिभ हुन सक्छौ नि हैन त्यो अल्टिमेट टाइम हो के 3 बजे सुतेर फेरि म 11 बजे उठ्ने हो सो मेरो स्केड्युल त मिलिहाल्छ सुत्ने स्लीप साइकल इज द सेम आई एम स्लीपिङ गुड solid you're looking at 6-7 hours but just my timings were wrong okay? So I wanted to fix that.
Right.
And wham bam, COVID, you're at home. Well, I never took a break because I worked during COVID as well. And I did a radio show. I created my own radio show called COVID Special from 12 in the afternoon to 3 in the afternoon. I did that since the beginning of COVID, like from day one. So reporting method, the reporting the gari nai raha ho, right from the radio station. But त्यसको लागि फेरि you have to prep and you have to prepare and everything. You know how it works, right? But त्यही कुरा गर्दाखेरि पनि म 8-9 बजीतिर उठ्थेँ अनि one day I woke up in the morning and I'm like, all right, screw it. एक दिन गाह्रो होला 2 दिन गाह्रो होला 3 दिन गाह्रो होला 1 हफ्ता गाह्रो होला 1 महिना गाह्रो होला. After that, if I can fix this, I can fix a lot of other things in life. It's called discipline, right? Okay? And I learned discipline of waking up in the morning thanks to COVID. And then simple as that. Once you start waking up at between 5 to 6 in the morning, you can do it. And I follow a couple of people. One of the person that I follow is Jocko. Yeah, there you go. I follow Jocko. And then Jocko wakes up at 3:45 in the morning.
Yep.
Every single day. That is Timex watch. The Timex every day there's a photo of Jocko, Jocko's Timex watch. So I've been following Jocko for such a long time. I was like, all right, screw it. I'm going to start waking up at between 5 to 6. Between 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., I'm going to wake it. Doesn't matter if it's winter. Doesn't matter if it's summer. Doesn't matter whatever the hell it is. I will wake up in the morning. And then I was like, all right, screw it. I'll wake up. I'll give it a shot. I tried one day. It was the hardest day. I tried the second day. That was the toughest day. Bloody the third day was the most hardest day. After the fourth day, you're done. That's it. And then you again.
For me, COVID was completely opposite in terms of यो कुरामा चाहिँ. I started waking up at around 1:12. म चाहिँ I hate sleeping. Okay? I feel like I'm losing so much time usually. तर COVID बेला what I was doing is I was waking up at same thing. 3 बजेसम्म 4 बजेसम्म उठ्यो. Researching something, doing something. Because that is when everybody is asleep and you have your time.
Yeah.
कसैले disturb गर्दैन. And once you start doing something, you get into the groove and त्यसपछि you forget sleep.
Yeah.
होइन अनि त्यो हुन थाल्यो अनि म 12-1 बजेतिर उठ्न थालेँ के. Right now what I'm doing is त्यो बिस्तारै गरेर I'm sleeping 12 मा. I need to get my 8 hours. I'm very.
You're on 8 hours, right? Yeah, you're on 8 hours.
I'm very obsessed with getting 8 hours. Sleep, for me, it's very important if I want to function right. Because I work out 2 or 3 times a day, so I need to recover.
Yeah.
So right now, my goal is to sleep by 12 and then wake up at 7:30, 7:45, and then I go to my training and stuff.
That's an amazing schedule, man. That's a fantastic schedule. Till the time you're disciplined, right? The discipline is the most important thing. If you stick with majority of the things that you're doing, if you stick by that, then that is the most important thing, right? Hard work, yes, that's always going to be there. Bloody everybody is working hard. Everybody, even the guy who's pulling a cart is working really hard. Even everybody's working hard. But the discipline. That is going to make you or break you, right? Okay? If you really put yourself in a schedule and if you put yourself in discipline, that is going to be something that's going to fix you, right? Okay? It fixed me. I don't know about other people, but it fucking fixed me. So you wake up in the morning and you have a set schedule. That is going to fix it. Even if there is lockdown or even if the whole world comes tumbling down, you try to sit with your schedule and you try to do that every day. Circumstances will change, okay? I know, maybe you can't go to the gym. Maybe you cannot go out and run. But you can still do it wherever the hell you are.
Consistency is the number one thing. For me, that's what I believe in. You perfection भन्दा पनि repetition is what creates.
You know that better than anybody, right?
That's success. के अनि that is very important to me. मलाई पनि खासमा भन्यो भने चाहिँ धेरै सुत्नु मन लाग्दैन के. I can wake up at 5:36 तर 6 हैन, but I force myself to sleep. Even उठे पनि I need to sleep. For almost 2 years or 3 years, I was obsessed with checking my sleep time. Did I tell it on your show?
No, you didn't. What do you do? Did you do the sleep watch laera त्यो सबै थुक हेरेको?
So I read this book एउटा sleep को बारेमा. होइन अनि त्यसपछि हाउ इम्पोर्टेन्ट स्लिप इज भन्ने कुराहरू त्यसमा थियो क्या राइट इफ you're not getting 7 hours or 8 hours of sleep what happens to your heart what happens to your brain and things as such अनि so I made a point that I was sleeping 8 hours every single night 7 the minimum नै के because I don't like sleeping म बिहान 6 बजे उठ्छु and I force myself to sleep and अहिले आएर चाहिँ अलिअलि more or less it's working for me because my day starts at हुन्छ नि I have to get to my kickboxing classes at 8:30 so 7:30 मा उठे पुग्यो क्या मलाई and then that's how my day starts अहिले चाहिँ but again getting in that 7 hours of sleep or 7.5 hours of sleep for me that's very important.
I've made a life plan, you know. I'm in my early 30s, you know. Till I'm 40, I'm gonna sleep 5.5 hours. It's working for me. Okay, I have no go. Okay, it depends upon your body. You know, it's working for me. I quit coffee for a long time. I quit coffee for almost 8 months. I know. I'm back on coffee now. I know. I needed something. I needed some boost. You know. So I'm back on coffee now. 5.5 hours. Sometimes when I'm super lucky, 6 hours. Sometimes when I'm super duper lucky. You know. After 40s, I'm gonna increase that to 6.5 hours. After 40s, you know. In my 50s, I'm gonna increase that to 7.5, and after my 60s, 8. That's it. That's my whole schedule. So I'm gonna stick by this as long as I can. So हरेक decade-मा एक घन्टा बढाउने चाहिँ मेरो plan छ. Okay, 5.5 hours is working fine for me. I'm on a couple of cups of coffee every day, maybe 1-2 espressos and a solid cappuccino or something like that. 2-3 भनौँ न होइन. And I'm happy and I'm on full throttle mode since the beginning. As the day subsides, of course, you have to
cut down caffeine.
Caffeine को चाहिँ tricky part के छ भने चाहिँ for me personally, after 3-4, I don't no intake. That's it. I'm done. You know, because I start super early in the, you know, so I'm on full power since morning. You know, after 3-4, I start relaxing down. Okay, I start doing activities that is more relaxing. If I have to go out and do a podcast, I'll figure out a relaxed podcast. You know, where like we're just sitting and doing chill stuff. You know, or evening, I love cooking. Right. Yeah, I love cooking, bro. Like cooking is like that is a therapy, bro. And I'll cook, I'll listen to your podcast, I'll listen to a lot of things, and you know, which is again, you have to study. I sit and study. I'm not bloody university educated, but I love studying. If I had a choice, I would love to go to university classes. If I could just go to one class and just experience it, maybe I'd love to go do shit like that. I love studying. I love going through articles. I love going through a lot of things. I do that since morning. So that is my time, where I just sit down and listen to tons of things and study and cook. Love cooking. Again, sometimes I don't have time, so I eat out a lot as well in a specific meals. But I love cooking, man. So yes, last night I made a super nice I look at the food and I go like, man, I made a really good pasta. And then I go ahead and eat that and I'm like, okay, that's the best thing, man. What do you do to relax? What do you do to relax, tone down evening?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same for me. More 5 months I start with the workout. For me, it's like 5 or 6 in the evening. PM, yeah. Okay. I personally feel like I perform better in the evenings when I've had food. My body le alikata energy paisakeko, right? So I work out at 5 or 6 in the evening. Yeah. Then I go home and then and then research, study, and same thing. I get lost reading articles. Listening podcasts and especially I'm currently what I'm doing is watching lectures from MIT College on specific subjects that I like because I'm very interested in psychology and stuff like that. So this go
nice
1 or 2 lectures a day and then I'll do some research and everything. To garda gardai चाहिँ फेरि ढिला भइदिन्छ के. So right now के छ भने as soon as the clock hits 12, I'm off to bed.
You have to shut down. People need to figure out that. Again, I figured this out later in my life, and I wish I knew all these things at 20. You know, experience is the most important thing, right? I never cared when I was in my 20s, and I've done some crazy shit in my life, you know. But in my 30s, I wish I knew all these things in my 20s. Maybe in our 40s, we'll be like, oh shit, I wish I knew all these things in my 30s. You have to unwind, right? Okay? When you wake up in the morning, I was always on full power mode throughout the day and throughout the night. तर अहिले चाहिँ आई हेभ काइन्ड अफ अन्डरस्टुड द्याट ओके यु हेभ टु स्टार्ट स्लोइङ डाउन एन्ड सर्टिङ थिङ्स डाउन रहेछ होइन फर द्याट वाट आर द की पोइन्ट्स द्याट आर गुड फर यु इभिनिङमा देयर इज अ रिजन वाइ आई डोन्ट वर्क आउट एनी मोर आई वान्टेड टु स्पेन्ड द्याट टाइम विथ माई फ्रेन्ड्स के or people I love. बिहानदेखि नै I really respect people who wake up in the morning and work out. म छक्क पर्छु even before the day starts हुन्छ नि होइन You work out in the morning, you have your evenings free. Because I worked out in the evenings too. Eveningमा चाहिँ अहिले चाहिँ I've started prioritizing my friends, my family members, people who I really care about and people who I think are going to be there for in my future. होइन So I prioritize on them and I make sure that I spend time with them. Okay? So, or I spend time with the most important person in my life. That is me. And it is you and your body that's going to be with you for the rest of your life, right? So you have to prioritize time for yourself. So again, trying to learn how to cook better or trying to go out and gain some more knowledge or trying to spend time with the people that you love. I like doing that in the evening. Those things say calm you down, right? Once it just slows the pace down. Okay? अनि ठ्याक्कै एउटा स्पेसिफिक टाइम पुगिसकेपछि चाहिँ a lot of people say read books or do this or do that. Shit man, I can't do any of that. हुन्छ नि होइन I have to look at the bloody phone even in the phone हुन्छ नि के रहेछ भनेर होइन But one thing that I figured out the mantra is when you wake up in the morning, you do not touch your phone. You know what I used to do पहिला? I used to wake up in the morning and the first thing that I used to do was first thing that I used to do पहिला के हुन्छ नि होइन In one side is my lighter and cigarette, right? So pick that up, light one, right? And then pick up the phone. And once you do that, you're in the bed the whole time. When you think about it, and then go grab coffee in a while, but cigarette, it's out of the question, right? But phone mapani, if you do not use your phone at least in the morning, you go. Maybe like I don't know हरेक मान्छेको आफ्नो living situation हुन्छ होइन What I tend to do is first thing I do turn on the music play the music होइन एकदम go super slow in the morning होइन and then I have to एउटा incense को box छ के मेरो put a little bit of incense त्यतिखेरसम्म पानी पनि तातिसकेको हुन्छ होइन and then just quickly हुन्छ नि होइन or coffee is already ready हुन्छ नि होइन So just have the coffee do your business straight out the door. So that, and then once you're in the car, and once I'm in the car, then I turn on the phone. Then as soon as गाडीमा त जोड्नु पर्यो music होइन then I go ahead and do that okay? And then I head out and after that the whole thing starts okay? Then you're bombarded with emails or WhatsApp or Instagram or Lord knows what you use then your brain's already like in work mode but as soon as you wake up you just stay as chilled out as you can okay? Till a certain time trust me that is the perfect time to self-reflect okay? In the mornings and the other thing that I do to self-reflect is that 10-15 minutes that I get in the sauna in the morning or steam in the morning where you cannot take your phone त लान पाइँदैन त्यहाँभित्र that is when I plan my day okay, as Allah Sushant's coming to my podcast, these are the things that I'm doing. Then I have maybe a XYZ shoot with like XYZ companies, blah, 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 blah. I have 2-3 meetings. So I'll plan out everything here and then just jot it down. So you need that specific moments of planning things out, right? Okay? Even in meditation, people say that even if you meditate for 1 minute, you can focus better. Okay? So just calming yourself down in the morning and just sorting things out and then to arko mero afno routine and that other thing where I just plan out my day. These are the things that keeps me going even if I'm on like 5.5 hours or 6 hours of sleep and these are the things because it's all kind of scheduled You getting me? You kind of getting me what I'm trying to say?
Definitely.
That kind of aligns and that kind of helps me to get through the day Otherwise, if it's haywire, like on a Saturday when I really don't know what the hell I'm doing, or then that's the best time, and then you're just like chilling and doing nothing. That त्यसको पनि आफ्नै मजा छ नि
केही नगरेर बस्नु पनि it's very important. I feel like हुन्छ नि
very important.
We are so used to getting entertained all the time, either by phone or friends or जे भए पनि या movie or whatever it is. होइन busy भइरहेको छ क्या हामी चाहिँ. It's very important to actually do nothing and get bored. That's when you think about things and that needs to come intentionally okay? होइन plan cancel भएर bored भएर एकछिन बस्नु भन्दा पनि no I'm just going to sit down for an hour do nothing that's when the best ideas come for me that works
yeah, man.
I have a schedule pretty much more or less त्यस्तै तिम्रो जस्तै, but my day starts with kickboxing. So when I'm training, that's when I'm planning, okay? Because that
your mind works, right?
My mind works.
Yeah.
When I'm working out, when I'm working out, I'm taking notes on the phone. So these are I've been doing these things for such a long time that I don't have to think त्यति धेरै, and my mind is thinking about other things, okay? And the other thing that I do is I just come to the office कोही नभएको बेलामा अनि त्यसपछि I put away my phone and everything and board भएर बस्छु क्या. I just put on a paper or laptop and I start writing things.
That's a good feeling, man.
That is very important. हैन त्यो चाहिँ I think हाम्रो वर्ल्डमा हाम्रो जेनेरेसनमा त्यो चाहिँ it's a lost art जस्तो लाग्छ. पहिला पहिला हामी बच्चा हुँदाखेरि बत्ती जान्थ्यो, इन्टरनेट छैन, टिभी छैन, फोन केही पनि छैन के. What did we used to do? Boss, you do nothing.
Yeah, man.
अनि त्यतिखेर कति थट्सहरू आउँछ. And I think that is lost अहिले. And that is very important part. हाम्रो सेल्फ डेभलपमेन्टको लागि.
Yeah, man. You know, there are a couple of other specific times. Okay, this is so funny. Right next to my bed, I have a pen and paper. Okay. Asti Bakar, one of my dear friend Abdullah from Turkish gave me a writing pad there. Right. You get the best ideas. For me personally, all right, let me not say you. For me personally, the best ideas that I get is phone off, lights off.
Same
you know that
I
10
completely relate
to 15 minutes that you have to. If you're lucky, you get 2 to 3 minutes. I know. If you're unlucky, sometimes you get that 10 to 15 minutes. Get your gap. You've turned everything off. You're ready to go to sleep. That gap is when all the bloody ideas come in your brain. Okay?
True. Works the same for me.
Din bhar, you've done 1,000 things, you know? That's the moment when you get the ideas. Okay? Just jot it down. Okay? Jot it down. I jot it down and then in a day or two, I'm going to go through that. I'm an old man in a bloody 33-year-old's body. It's a budo style. Everything we do it here, but I am still that old fuck who writes down everything in a piece of paper or in a diary so that I can go back and reflect back on it. Okay? Even in my office, you came to my studio and I have lots of other things. Anyways, that's the time when I get all these things, man. These ideas. And you write it down, you can always go back to it. Okay? Even such a funny thing. I was showing it to you. Met X ni asti, hai na?
Yeah.
I was showing this to X ke. Mero office mein euta purano mero folder jasto थियो के हैन. Maybe this was 2018 हो कि 19 को book त्यो writing notepad थियो के. For some reason I don't know हैन मैले त्यो notepad निकालेको थिएँ अनि यसो पल्टाएर हेर्दाखेरि you know what was written there?
What?
Start a podcast, and there was a big round. And I showed it to him. I was like, look at this shit. I wrote it down back in the day. Oh, yeah. 2018, man. 2018 is when I wrote it and I circled it. Right? And I had written down a couple of names. I was a very big fan of Stephen Colbert. Stephen Colbert is a late night host, and I was a very big fan of Stephen Colbert. And I was planning a late night show as well. So I have a whole of a late night show. Like action plan of a late night show, because after my 40s I want to do a late night show on TV night, and I want to do a proper like a late night TV show after I cross 40, and because right now I don't think I'm kind of ready for a late night show, so after 40s I want to do like a late night show, so I have a whole action plan of that. And just start a podcast. It's the goal of one.
How did you actually come up with starting the podcast?
COVID happened. COVID भन्दा एक दिन अगाडि चाहिँ we thought of doing the show. See, the important thing is I work in the radio. I've been working in the radio for the past so funny. Today, I believe yesterday was the 14th year, right? 14 वर्ष. The important thing is whenever there's a jindagi-ma अथवा भनौं न in the planet, whenever there's a big event, or in your country there's a big event, people need information. People need information. People are dying for information. Earthquake, learned it right there. Pujalama, everything was done. Everything was like tas nas, in terms of electricity. You have nothing else. You just have the radio. That's it. Whenever there's a natural disaster or any kind of disaster, the only way you're going to get information is the radio, because it does not require any electricity. You put batteries and it's there, you know. So, people need information. COVID happened. We disseminated a lot of information at that time on the radio, you know. And I always am a big fan of majority of the hosts from around the world. You know, majority of the hosts from around the world. So I was like, all right, let's give this a shot. Let's give it a try. I know a lot of friends. It would be fun for them to come over and just sit and talk. Asti Bhakhar, I was talking. Malvika was over. Malvika was my first guest, on the podcast, and I was just talking to Malvika. I invited Malvika back after the 100th episode, and we were just sitting and talking. And I was telling Malvika that, remember the last time we sat and talked? We sat and talked the proper. मजाले मालविका र म बसेर कुरा गरेको भनेको 2010 मा के अरे ठमेलको एउटा रेस्टुरेन्टमा थियो कि हैन मजाले बसेर कुरा गरेको चाहिँ that was the last time I remember sitting and talking with her in 2010. And then when she came to the podcast for the first time, and then when she came to the podcast for the second time, when you're actually sitting down and talking without any distractions of a phone or any people or anybody, this is the reason why I started it. Because I wanted to sit down and talk to people that I care about. I know a lot. I'm thankful that I've met a lot of people in my life, but I never got to re-meet them again. Okay? And I was like, okay, let me start a studio. Let me go ahead and sit down with my friends, and let me just talk it out with them. Let's hear them out. Let's hear their story, because you never get to do that. And that's how I started. And bitsa things changed. A lot of things happened. A lot of more interesting people I got to know. Like we got to know each other. So why not? So let me go ahead and learn more. Let me educate myself more. I wanted to bloody educate myself. I never went to university. I don't know all the crazy things that all the fantastic people around the world are doing or around Nepal are doing. कति मान्छेले के गरिरहेछ नि त हिजो भर्खर forget about हिजो आज बिहान भर्खर team of scientists, team of fantastic young people are sending something up on space.
Yeah, I read that.
You read that, right?
Yeah.
SpaceX is taking that, right?
Yes.
Nepali engineer ko saman SpaceX Elon Musk ko company le लाँदैछ. मैले त एउटा सानो आर्टिकल पढेँ. अब म इन्क्विजिटिभ, आइएम अ भेरी इन्क्विजिटिभ पर्सन कि म थाहा पाउनु मन लाग्छ कि भन्छ नि ओ शिट हाउ कसरी गर्दो रहेछ भनेर. नाउ आई वान्ट टु नो हाउ दे डिड द्याट. I could call them, I could talk to them for 5 minutes, but that's not going to be enough. The juice is not going to be enough for me. I need that solid, deep down, not bolt. So I was like, okay, get them on board. So that was the thing that I wanted to sit down and get the juice, get the information, get educated. And along that time, why not get everybody to hear that out? Everybody can listen to that. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong, sometimes somebody is right, sometimes somebody is wrong. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, but I'd love to sit down and talk to them and understand what they're trying to do. Or all the famous friends that I have. Why not try to understand what they're going through, or what's going on in their life, or just sit down and just talk it out. And this was the best medium. Okay? And times are changing, and now it's all digital, brother. I came to the digital race a bit late. Always wanted to start it. I just didn't know when was the right moment. But कस्तो हुँदो रहेछ भने right moment भन्ने नै हुँदैन रहेछ के जिन्दगीमा. You can wait all your life for that moment, and that moment would have passed you by. Okay? So there's never a right moment. When you start it, when you do it, that is the moment, and that is the right moment. So one day just woke up, all right, let's get everything together. Let's get everybody together. And again, a lot of people helped me. A lot of my friends helped me. You have to understand that I did this during lockdown. You know what I mean? I planned it before lockdown, but I did this during lockdown. So a lot of my friends that I've acquired, that have been with me, that have supported me and I've supported them since the beginning of my career, I took help from everybody. And I was like, all right, let's do this. Let's get it started. And got it started. Thankfully, for the listeners, I don't know, for some reason, they liked it, and I'm glad that they like it, and I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. I've already decided that I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. And when I say that, again, coming back to the same point that we were talking about in the beginning, सुरुमा जे कुरा गरेको थिएँ, discipline and consistency. That's it. And I've already decided that this is it. I know my calling, and this is my calling, and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do it like a job. And then Zagir just don't. And you sit down, I'm going to try to get as good guests as I can, not just from Nepal, but from around the world, and just sit down and talk to them and just soak things in. Get you're a sponge. When you're taking a shower, you've that sponge. The sponge soaks in everything. Just soak everything in. And I love that feeling. And I enjoy that feeling. And you're just trying to get all the information about all the education. Because like coming back to it, I never got formal education. So this is my education. And this is the reason, and this is the only way out for me, that I am going to be satisfied. And thank the Lord, podcast was around.
Yeah. So, when you actually said, like, I'm going to start a podcast?
2018. You saw that?
No. The first day you wanted to start during the COVID, first episode air like
I don't know, man. That I don't remember, man. It took us a lot of time. It took me a lot of time to plan it out and sort it out. And I very more estimate. Okay, I'm very specific about things. If I like that shoe, I like that shoe. Bloody, I'll figure it out how to get that. So I have a very specific idea in my brain, or like a map in my brain. You getting me what I'm trying to say? There's a blueprint in my brain, and I want to execute that blueprint to the best of my ability. I'll try to execute the blueprint. I have a blueprint, and I worked on that blueprint. I don't know, man. It took a lot of time. Kasto huncha bhane, everybody has ideas. When you go on the floor and implement the idea, that is when the challenge starts. Okay? Ideas सोच्दाखेरि क्या दामी हुन्छ हैन. मैले शङ्कर उप्रेती दाइसँग कुरा गरेको थिएँ कि यसको बारेमा. शङ्कर उप्रेती इज द फाउन्डर अफ हाम्रो पात्रो के. 2010 nobody thought हाम्रो पात्रो के हो हुन्छ नि. एउटा के अरे उसले दाइले क्यालेन्डर लिएर जानुभएको रहेछ अमेरिकामा होइन. अमेरिका जाँदाखेरि अनि अब हेर्नु त पऱ्यो नि त नेपालको टाइमिङ होइन. अनि इज अ सफ्टवेयर इन्जिनियर, बिल्ट अ एप होइन. बिल्ट अ एप सो द्याट हि कुड नो. उहाँलाई थाहा हुन्थ्यो कि कतिखेर कुन समय छ, कुन गते छ भनेर होइन. अनि सबैजनालाई देखाउँछ यो हुन्छ नि यो एप सबैले गरौँ भनेर पब्लिस द एप. इट टुक हिम 10-12 years to get where Hamro Patro is. It is the #1 app in this country at the moment till today, and it's just getting better and better and better and better. When you think of an idea, to execute that idea, it takes a lot of time. For me, with the podcast as well, this is just the beginning. I have a long way to go. Like I said, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. So it's a long road ahead. It is just the tip of the iceberg, just the beginning of just the baby step, just the initiation of something. Okay? We just crossed 100, and I was just talking to my team and saying, imagine when we're sitting down and we're going to be on 1,000 one day, and they're all smiling. So it's going to be a long one. And again, you're on this is episode number 12. Imagine when you're going to get to 100. It's going to be so fun. Imagine when you get to like 1,000. You have to envision that race, okay? Once you envision 1,000, you will get there. But if you do not envision that 1,000, you'll never ever get there, okay? सोच्नु चाहिँ पर्छ के हुन्छ नि हैन. I don't think any of the okay, let's come back to the point of context of right now. Apple, when was started by Steve Jobs, they never thought that they're going to be a $3 trillion company, but the vision was there, Nita. And they're the biggest company in the planet right now. So either you want to be that big or you want to go really far. You have to envision that. Just to मलाई चाहिँ लाग्छ के. You have to envision that growth. Okay? And once you envision the growth is definitely going to be there. But coming back to the point, I just want to sit down and talk to my friends, man. That's about it. And I'm going to make more friends. And I'm going to sit down and talk to more smart people, more educated people, more fantastic gem people, or somebody who's achieved fantastic things. Or just sit down and talk to my random friends, man, who I've known for the past 15-20 years of my life. Just sit down and talk to them, hang out, have fun. I don't know, talk shit. It's going to be fun.
So yeah, the same thing. People plan a lot. The execution is where everything changes. Okay, that is the toughest part. The consistency that I see with you.
Yeah, you have to.
I know. For me, I have always believed that repetition is what creates masterpieces, होइन?
Yeah.
अनि त्यसको लागि consistency चाहिन्छ के. And a lot of people, what they do is they start with the idea and they get stuck there. Few त्यो स्टेजबाट क्रस गर्छ and execute गर्छ, but then they don't have consistency. But the one who has that consistency is the person who creates that magic. Okay? And that I see with you every single week. Ma tinta garera chau.
Yeah, of course.
That's insane, man.
I wish. Say, I'll give you an example. Rishi Dhamala. Rishi Dhamala does 5 to 6 shows every day. I know. Sorry, every week.
Okay.
I know.
Okay,
every week. Shit, if he was doing it, man, he'd be superhuman. I know. He'd be superhuman. He does every day. He does a live show. Off time, he does that Dhamala with Amala, to fighter wala, to fighting wala, to wala boxing wala, he does that. I don't know when he bloody sleeps. I don't know when he bloody does all the other things that he needs to do. How does he get the energy? I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Look, let's go far. Let's go international. There are tons and tons of people who go ahead and work, slog their ass off to go ahead and create content. Sometimes I look at the vloggers or sometimes travel vloggers, podcast hosts, late night show hosts. They do it every single day. Jimmy Kimmel, Fallon, Colbert, every day they are out there. They have a fantastic team. I believe that. The last man, at the end of the day, it is your brain and it is your mouth that is going to do the work as well. The team is there. Without the team, it's impossible. That's why I constantly say my team is, I have a solid team. But you have to go ahead and grind it out. And people who grind will definitely go ahead and succeed. Okay? But again, I don't know what success is. I wish I knew what success is. I really don't know what success is. Definitely, it's not money. That's the last thing in my radar. It's definitely not having X amount of numbers. Numbers, I really don't understand it. I really don't care about that. For me, at the end of the day, if I have enough time to spend with my friends, with my family members, and with the people that I love and the people that I care about, that's enough for me. And I'm thankful that I get to do that every single day. हरेक दिन मैले आफ्नो साथीभाइ, आफ्नो इष्टमित्र, आफ्नो परिवार, हैन, र आफूले चाहेको मान्छेहरूसँग समय बिताउन जब पाउँछु नि, हैन, त्यही नै मेरो लागि सक्सेस हो के. र हरेक दिन त्यो बिहान उठिसकेपछि, हैन, त्यो घाम हेर्ने र साँझ गइसकेपछि आजको दिन चाहिँ मेरो राम्रो भयो नराम्रो भयो त्यो आफ्नो ठाउँमा छ. प्रोडक्टिभ भयो या प्रोडक्टिभ भएन त्यो आफ्नो ठाउँमा छ. तर बिहानदेखि त्यो बेलुकासम्म जे भयो नि त्यो सक्यो नि त. भोलिपल्ट त एउटा नयाँ किताब, एउटा नयाँ पान्ना छ नि त, होइन. त्यो नयाँ पान्नालाई कसरी राम्रो बनाउने भन्ने सोच्छु कि म चाहिँ अहिले. मेबी म 20 देखि 30मा म त्यसरी सोच्दिनँ थियो होला, तर एटलिस्ट अहिले आएर चाहिँ म त्यो सोच्न थालेको छु कि. र त्यही कुराले चाहिँ मान्छे बनाउँदो रहेछ कि, होइन. र त्यो बनाउने क्रम फेरि जहिले पनि जारी हुन्छ कि. सिक्ने क्रम पनि जहिले पनि जारी हुन्छ कि. मेरो 5 वर्षको भान्जाले पनि मलाई सिकाउँछ, होइन. मेरो sadly she passed away, but my 90-year-old grandmother also taught me a lot of things, and that is never gonna die. And every guest, every person that I interact with, every person, I'm not even kidding with you, the guy who's gonna come up to me when I'm having lunch and तपाईको त ट्विटरमा त कतिजनाले के भनेको रहेछ है तपाईलाई गर्ने मान्छेदेखि लिएर, होइन. Somebody who sends me a message on my Instagram and saying, you changed my life. The things that you've said and the things that you've said in the past X amount of time, that has personally changed my life. I was depressed as fuck. And I watched a few things and that changed my life. Even that person has taught me a lot of things. So I'm thankful to all the people, okay? Negative or positive. I'm thankful to all of these guys for being there. Good or bad, it doesn't matter. There's evil and there's the other side always in this world. Thank you for being there. Thank you for showing me what it is, crystal clear right there. But at the end of the day, I'll do what I think is going to be best for me, what's going to be best for the people that I love and that I care. And I believe त्यो बाहेक अरू के पनि छैन कि. तर एउटा कुरा चाहिँ अर्को इम्पोर्टेन्ट के छ भन्दाखेरि समय. Man, I wish we had more time. Don't you think that?
Of course, I think everybody does. I think ultimate form of wealth भनेको चाहिँ having that time हो जस्तो लाग्छ कि. flexibility of doing things, being able to do things that you want to do at your time, that is the ultimate form of freedom. Lastमा गएर be it money or whatever it is, धेरै चिजहरूले it enables you to have that. But ultimately form के हो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ फ्रिडम भनेको having your time के जे गर्न मन लाग्छ आफ्नो टाइम अनुसारले गर्न पाउनु पर्यो के
हो होइन यसमा चाहिँ you know Fosil Fosil and Rohit came to the podcast okay? Fosil said something that stuck by me okay? A lot of people have said a lot of things, trust me, that sticks by you right? This is something that I'm going to tell you. Your memory bank in your brain is going to be bombarded with information that people are going to come and tell you since you're doing a podcast right? People are going to say so much that you will soak in so many things, say good and bad right? Fosil or Rohit आउँदाखेरि Fosil said something that stuck by me. If I have enough money for my family, बिरामी पर्दाखेरि त्यो भएपछि पुग्छ दाइ मलाई भनेर भनेको थियो कि मलाई क्या राम्रो लागेको थियो कि त्यो कुरा त्यति सब पुग्छ अरू सबै थोक चाहिँ समय नै रहेछ कि हैन समय हुने बित्तिकै सबै थोक हुँदो रहेछ कि द च्यालेन्ज इज विथ टाइम के देयर इज अ मुभी वेयर दे इन्स्टेड अफ मनी people pay you on time okay?
Oh yeah, of course.
I forgot NSYNC anyways it's a very famous singer Timberlake, Justin Timberlake movie
yeah.
Once you run out of time you're done. Every time I go to Pashupati ni crystal clear huncha ke crystal clear huncha ke that you do not have a lot of time. You're gonna be done. You're gonna be finished. What are you gonna leave behind? Keanu Reeves said this, and I'll always remember. What happens when you die? You understood that, okay? And you know what he says? The people that love you will miss you. So, whatever time you have in this planet, you have, at least for me, I want to make the best out of myself. I want to love everybody. I want to take care of everybody who are there for me. And I want to make sure that I don't know what I'm going to leave behind when I'm gone, but at least I'll try to be a good human. If I was a bad human before, which I don't think I was, but I'll try to be a good human and a better human as time passes on. Okay? That's it, man. That's going to be more than enough for me. And that's what I'm trying to do every single day. Just trying to be a better human every single day. You know, a better son, maybe a better husband down the road, maybe a better friend down the road, maybe a better dude down the road, maybe a better bro down the road, whatever the hell it is. Just try to be as better as I can. And people who think ill or think bad, I cannot change them. They have to change themselves. I wish them the best of luck, and just try to go ahead and spread as much positivity as I can.
What's the New Year's resolution, man?
I don't have one, man. पहिला यस्तो भयो कि पहिला के हुन्थ्यो अब म सिक्स प्याक बनाउने होइन अब म चुरोट छोड्ने जाँड छोड्ने त्यो I've done all that shit now 2022 and beyond when you think about it I really don't know man I've never thought about it पहिला चाहिँ त्यो हुन्छ नि त्यो पहिला चाहिँ सबै थोक गर्थ्यो होला हैन I don't know now as I get older I really don't know every day I can make new resolutions man every day you can do new shit हुन्छ नि every day you can wake up in the morning and be like oh shit I want to do something new हुन्छ नि and you can the fantastic thing about what we are trying to do is हुन्छ नि हैन we have the luxury to do new things के we can try new things sometimes हुन्छ नि हैन आज गएर मैले गएर के रे जाउँ यार सुशान्त यार तिमी र म गएर के रे टुडी खेलमा गएर बदाम खाएर बस्नु दिनभरि भन्यो भने पनि we can figure that out and do that के sometimes I feel lucky that we can do that हुन्छ नि हैन I don't know new resolutions I really don't know what do you want to do
the same मेरो पनि खासै केही पनि छैन यार पहिला चाहिँ आई थिंक हुन्थ्यो धेरैजनाको हुन्थ्यो अहिले पनि हुन्छ होला मान्छेहरुको मेरो पनि हुन्थ्यो के आई मिन
हुन्थ्यो नि
पहिला चाहिँ हुन्थ्यो हैन आई फिल द सेम आई थिंक लाइक न्यू इयर्स रेजोल्युसनले एउटा त्यो पुश चाहिँ दिन्छ सी फर लट अफ पिपल इट गिभ्स यु द्याट मोटिभेसन टु स्टार्ट हैन आई हेभ कम टु अ पोइन्ट वेयर आई फिल लाइक इफ आई वान्ट टु चेन्ज समथिङ आई क्यान डु इट इन्स्टेन्टली अरू दिनमा पनि के बट इट हेज ह्याड भेरी सिग्निफिकेन्ट changes for me.
Oh yeah?
One of the thing was back in 2009, my New Year's resolution was that dublo bhara atti bhayo yaar. I want to start working out.
Yeah.
I tried त्यतिखेरसम्म same height, 47 kgs.
What?
Yeah. And I tried everything possible except for going to the gym. हैन घरमा दिनभरि सुतेर बसे क्या सुतेपछि मोटो छन् भन्छ नि त बेसी खाएर मोटो छन् didn't work. 2009 my New Year's resolution. I think that is one significant New Year's resolution that stuck with me. किनभने New Year's resolution मा चाहिँ people plan 1,000 different things क्या.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. You have to stick to 2 or 3 things, 1 or 2 things. 2009 ma that was the only thing I wished for. Like I want to look normal. So I started going to the gym January 1st.
Yeah.
That thing changed my life, man. So it gives you that push, euda, to get you started. But you have to be consistent. You cannot divide that power into 10 different things. Okay? That's what people go wrong. Right now, it's been a couple of years. I don't have any New Year's resolutions, man.
Shit, you've been you're a humongous role model to a lot of people, man. Tell me honestly, tell me something. As a man, this is so funny. As a man, I've gym, there's a guy. I don't want to take his name. First time I met him, मैले पहिला भेटेको थिएन उहाँलाई हैन अनि त्यसपछि हामी 2 दिन भयो उहाँ जिम आएको हैन अनि त्यसपछि लकर रुममा कुरा भइहाल्छ हैन अनि आफैकै उहाँले हुन्छ भाइ पहिला म त आई वाज लाइक 107 किलोज है कति भन्नुभयो कि हैन अनि फोटो देखाउनु भयो कि मलाई I was like, man, yeah, like you're a big boy, and he's 46 years old. Like 46 years old, ek barsama he came down to 76 kgs. Okay, I asked him, what made you so motivated? Like, kehi ta hunu paryo ni ta, kehi na kehi ta hunu paryo ni ta, हैन यो motivation को लागि भनेर भन्दाखेरि, you know what he told me? आज बिहानको कुरा हो कि what he told me was मेरो सबै साथीहरू हेरेँ मैले हैन कसैलाई सुगर छ कसैलाई बीपी छ कसैलाई यो छ कसैलाई त्यो छ सबैले ट्याब्लेट खान्छ कसैले यो गर्छ कसैले त्यो गर्छ म त्यो सबै गर्नु मन थिएन भनेर उले भने क्या सो त्यो आई ओपनर भयो नि त बिरामी हुनुभन्दा अगाडि नै उहाँले रियलाइज गर्नुभयो कि ओके म बिरामी हुन्छु हैन म यही पेसमा गयो भने म बिरामी हुन्छु सो म अहिले नै चाहिँ आई विल चेक माइसेल्फ बिफोर आई wreck myself. He checked himself and he lost weight.
That is very important. A lot of people don't realize the health benefits of working out, eating right. I know workout bhanne bittiki feri aile gym matra socha ke. No, you just gotta be active. You just gotta move your body.
That's it.
I know. Be careful about what you eat. You health hunte at the end of the day.
Exactly.
जब लकडाउन पर gyms खुल्यो नि this is not I'm just talking about मेरो gym मात्र है I talk to other gym owners as well. बीचमा लकडाउन खुल्दाखेरि the gyms were packed के.
Yeah.
We thought like enclosed space भएर people are afraid of COVID मान्छेहरू आउँदैन तर the gyms were so packed. I think COVID was an eye opener for a lot of people. If you're not healthy, man,
you're fucked.
Yeah. So ultimately, I think that should be the reason why you should start getting into taking care of your body. के हैन अरू aesthetic purpose छँदैछ लाइफमा त्यो those things are there.
You don't need a six pack, bro. I know. People need to understand that they don't need a six pack.
No, हैन कसैलाई छ भने पनि ठिकै छ that is there के तर main important that's what I preach as well. I mean like looks and everything ठिकै छ तर look at what it's doing to you when you're working out every single day. त्यो कुराहरु चाहिँ मान्छेले यादै राख्दैन कि until something like this happens where you get COVID and त्यसपछि 2-3 दिनमा recover हुन्छ and you're like wow 10-12 वर्ष मैले workout गरेको हो it didn't just make my body look good but you survived this thing without any issues.
Yeah.
I know. अनि यो कुराहरु चाहिँ I think I want to push this message. I've been pushing this message पहिलादेखि नै के
I constantly see this, I know. So, well, again, I'm coming to your podcast, so let me go ahead and throw this out there as well, I know. मेरो घरको एउटा उकालो छ के साइकल चलाउँछु हैन अनि मेरो घरको उकालो छ अनि त्यही उकालो सेम उकालो है म जहिले पनि साइकल चलाउँछु मी एन्ड माई कजन वी राइड साइकल टुगेदर हैन त्यतिखेरदेखि नै त्यही उकालो चढाउँदाखेरि त्यही साइकलमा हैन माथि त्यो उकालोको टपमा पुगिसकेपछि फ्या फुफु सबै आई थट द्याट माई लङ्स आर गन वेल आई एम डेड म मरे नै हुन्थ्यो हैन ठ्याक्कै एक महिना है 30 दिन मैले के अरे सिगरेट छोडेको 30 दिनपछि त्यही उकालो चढाउँदाखेरि 80% सजिलो भयो क्या मलाई त्यहाँ माथि पुगेपछि सास फेर्नलाई भनेपछि कत्रो इम्प्याक्ट होला त
त्योभन्दा अगाडि कति इयर्ससम्म स्मोक गर्छ
I started smoking when I was 16 so I quit at 30 so 14 years a pack a day 20 cigarettes all kinds of cigarettes
What made you quit?
I was done man one day I was done I partied hard like really hard you know I remember opening my third pack of cigarettes in the morning third pack of cigarettes हैन त्यसको मतलब मैले 40-45 वटा तानिसकेको रहेछु मैले हैन बाँडे पनि होला कति हैन I went to sleep I woke up and I was like okay I'm done I took out अलिकति पैसा I went to the vape store पैसा राखेँ ल मलाई सबै भेप ल्याऊ जे छ सबै ल्याऊ त्यो भेपको लहर थियो नि त त्यतिखेर हैन सबै ल्याऊ सबै भेप ल्याएँ म 2-4 किनेँ हैन मैले एउटा पकेटमा एउटा राख्थेँ अर्को पकेटमा अर्को राख्थेँ अनि एउटा हातमा राख्थेँ अनि बाहिर जान्थेँ पार्टी गर्न या जेसुकै होस् हैन म ब्याकअप हुन्थ्यो किनभने I decided that day that I will not smoke that day I decided that I will not smoke any more cigarettes I'm done I quit I vaped for almost 6 months to a year almost 8 months to a year I vaped मज्जाले फेरि म पनि फेरि हार्डकोर भेपर हैन vaped मज्जाले हैन October 2019 I was supposed to go to Korea ready to go to Korea हैन on my birthday vacation all planned सबै थोक planned tickets done visa done everything done भाइ ready everybody हैन people who I'm traveling with everybody ready bam I'm sick यस्तो बिरामी भयो कि म हैन त्यही कोभिड होला मोस्ट प्रोबब्ली हुन्छ नि यस्तो बिरामी भयो म 12 दिन थला परेँ I got everything checked dengue singe you सब checked हैन nothing I'm just sick हैन pharyngitis हो कि के भएको जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई है फेरि doctors also couldn't diagnose it at that time हैन God knows what it is I went to 2-3 doctors हैन took meds took के भन्छ त्यसलाई antibiotics this that blah blah everything nothing त्यो 12 दिनमा I still remember my brother telling me quit vaping too यसो सोचेँ मैले this is the perfect time बिरामी हुँदाखेरि हुन्छ नि you do not want to do anything हैन लथाक्कै हुन्छ नि त हैन कतिजना अहिले साथीहरू हुनुहुन्छ होला who quit any kind of substance that they are taking when they are sick के I was like okay this is the time अहिले गरेन भने कहिले पनि गर्दैन done all that was done I came out even stronger once I recovered that's it and never looked back and I'm a very very occasional drinker very very occasional very like the last time when I had a drink was at my friend's wedding that's in 2019 you
don't even drink
no I don't drink so the last drink I had was 2019 at my friend's wedding because I always told him you get married bloody I'll drink and bloody hell he got married so I had to go out and get a drink but I don't think I'll ever have hard liquor in my life again hard liquor in a sense I don't think I'll have like super hard liquor ever again in my life you getting me what I'm trying to say unless it's a major occasion I'm open to like very soft ones and otherwise I'm done man I don't think so because I don't enjoy it fully okay? Something drastic might happen and I might enjoy it but at least for now I don't enjoy it at all because it's something that I just don't enjoy it so it's fine and I'm happy for everybody who are doing whatever they are doing but trust me smoking is the worst thing that you can do to yourself period that's it because I went through that neither how much I enjoyed cigarettes bloody nobody else did there's a very close friend of mine he always used to tell me a cup of coffee sanga I enjoyed a couple of cigarettes and I loved it
smoke गर्ने मान्छेलाई cigarettes किन crave हुन्छ what happens what draws you
it's nicotine it's pure nicotine it's pure dopamine in your brain pure dopamine when you inhale it you're going to feel so good about yourself it's dopamine in your brain you're going to feel so good about yourself बिहान तिमी उठ्ने बित्तिकै तिमीले ओछ्यान बनायो भने नि you'll feel so good about yourself it's the same shit so constantly you're feeling good about yourself constantly you're relieved होइन देयर इज अ पिक्चर अफ बेन एफ्लेक के everybody can Google this के Google बेन एफ्लेक स्याड त्यो फोटो म जहिले पनि राख्छु कि त्यो फोटो मेरो फोनमै छ कि त्यो फोटो होइन ब्लू कलरको लुगा लगाएर ब्लू कलरको एउटा स्वेटर लगाएको छ बेन एफ्लेकले होइन इज आउटसाइड अ रेस्टुरेन्ट मोस्ट प्रब्ली होइन विथ सिगरेट इन इज ह्यान्ड एन्ड हुन्छ नि इज लाइक सो रिलिभड आई नो द्याट फिलिङ के हुन्छ नि इज स्याड एन्ड इज प्रब्ली रिलिभड हुन्छ नि होइन आई नो द्याट फिलिङ बट ट्रस्ट मी when you're off that you'll feel much better. It's the same as dinbhari timi huncha ni Kathmanduma pani there is a specific time when it's so polluted ke dinbhari you go out at that time you come back home you'll feel like shit. Then you take a flight and you go somewhere else, let's say you go to Pokhara huncha ni where there is no pollution, you can breathe easy ke. So these are things, small changes that you can do in your life that's going to be better okay. You getting me what I'm trying to say? You can make big changes or small changes in your life to make your life healthier, make yourself better. I've had friends and uncles and people in my life who've got worse diseases, who've moved on. Some of them have moved on. Why go through all that? We all gotta go. I don't know how I'm gonna go, but till the time I'm here, at least I'm going to do things that's going to make my... we have one machine, okay, bro? That's it. And that's our body. I want to make it as better as I can. Of course, I love my chilo chaplo kuraharu, huncha ni, but adequate matrama huncha ni. So, I'm going to try to make my machine as... keep it at the best... in the best way possible. I'm going to keep it at the best stage possible, regardless of whatever age my life, whatever age I'm at. So these were the things that these were the changes that I made in my life, and that's made myself slightly better. Maybe I'll make more changes that's going to make myself slightly better. And that's what you constantly do to get by, you know. And you just keep changing and keep evolving. I'm not telling everybody to do exactly what I am doing. You know, afno path, afno bato, afafai khojne ho huncha ni haina. Give it a shot. Anything is possible if you at least try it. Try नै नगर्यो भने चाहिँ थाहा नै हुँदैन यार. You have to try it, man. Regardless of whatever it is. We've got a very good friend who, I don't know if you're friends with him or not, but he got into a lot of trouble recently because of substance abuse.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
कसरी हुन्छ त्यो थाहा हुँदैन के bro. Once substance grabs you, you really don't know, okay? You need a lot of help, okay? You need friends, you need family to help you out, okay? So I hope and pray that my friend gets out of whatever he's using, whatever he's doing. In another 3 months, 6 months, I hope to meet him all cleared out. And if he ever needs any help, I'll be more than happy to be there as a dunga basera ubidinchu ke ma huncha ni haina. I'll just listen. If my friend or anybody needs anything from me, if I can ever be a use in somebody's life for the better, I'm there, man. 24/7 for anybody. You getting me? And for my friends, that's even more. You know what I mean? And that's what I was talking about earlier. Okay? Just try to be a better human every single day. You know? That's the only thing that you can do, man. I know.
So basically, one day you decided ki like smoke gardina, and that was it.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. That's what I told you. One day I decided that okay, this is it. I'm done. You know, this is it. I'm done. Or one day I'll just wake up in the morning and just decide things. Okay? It has to come from within. Okay? Pitrabada hunu parcha, okay? Whatever you want to do in your life, it has to come from within, man. And you have to try it. Till the time you do not try it, somebody who are watching right now, कसैलाई business खोल्नु मन लाग्ला, कसैलाई हुन्छ नि मलाई व्यापार गर्नु मन छ, मसँग यस्तो राम्रो प्लान छ हुन्छ नि हैन, म कहाँबाट सुरु गरौँ भन्ने भइरा होला हैन. You have to try it. Okay? If you do not try it, you'll never know. Regret हुनु हुँदैन के पछि. Regret is the worst thing ever. There should be no regrets in life because you only have one, man. You got how many? Life expectancy of Nepali is 70 years. 70 years. So you have 70 oda summer, 70 oda winter, 70 oda spring, 70 oda autumn. That's all you have. How are you going to make the best out of all of that? How are you going to make the best out of every year of your life, every day of your life? You just have to get up in the morning and just go do it. Okay? That's about it, you know. And you can take support from your friends, your family members, whoever you have, you know. Just trying to make yourself better. Everybody can improve themselves. You just have to go out and just give it a shot. Sometimes one door is going to shut off on you. एउटा ढोका बन्द हुन्छ होला, दुईटा बन्द हुन्छ होला, तीनटा बन्द हुन्छ होला, चारवटा बन्द हुन्छ होला. त्यो 12 नम्बर त खुला हुन्छ होला नि त नि. त्यसमा खुट्टा एकचोटि अड्काइसकेपछि त्यो त मजाले खोल्न सकिन्छ होला नि त नि, हैन? या गाह्रो गरेर खोल्न सकिन्छ होला नि त नि. तर त्यो प्रयास त गर्नुपर्छ के. हार खाने बित्तिकै लाइक निम्स दाइ सेड, buddy, that man made a big impact in my life. If you give up, you die. If you give up, you die. That documentary changed my perspective about a lot of things. I sat down for 2 hours and watched that documentary, and it changed my perspective on so many different things. Nims Dai ले कस्तो मजाले भयो त्यो एकचोटि हेरेर पुग्दैन, फेरि हेर्नुपर्छ भनेर पुरै 10 चोटि हेर्नुपर्छ. कोही मान्छेले मलाई हुन्छ नि हैन सोध्यो भने हैन, देयर टु थिङ्स के. पहिला जहिले पनि एक थोक भन्थे के मैले, बाज लर्मनको सनस्क्रिन सङ भन्ने छ के. द्याट सङ चेन्ज माई लाइफ. द्याट सङ स्टिल हेल्प्स मी एभ्री डे. हुन्छ नि, इफ आई एम डाउन और इफ आई डोन्ट नो वाट आई एम डुइङ, समटाइम्स हुन्छ नि हामी सबैको हुन्छ नि त्यो लो टाइम के, त्यो गीत सुन्छु म, इट एनर्जाइजेस मी के. नाउ आई टेल एभ्रीबडी लिसन टु द्याट सङ and also watch Nims Daiko documentary. Okay? That shit is gonna change your life. Because if you give up, you die. And giving up is not an option. This is not just on climbing mountains. हरेक व्यक्तिको आफ्नो पहाड हुन्छ के, तिम्रो छ, मेरो छ, हामी सबैको छ. आफ्नो पहाड, आफ्नो च्यालेन्जेस, आफ्नो फेलियर्स, आफ्नो सक्सेसेस छ नि त हैन. Give up गर्नु भएन के. You have to constantly keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. If you give up, you'll be stagnant. Never give up on anything, and fucking anything is possible if you put your mind into it. Okay? We've only read this in quotes. We've only read this in people saying it. हुन्छ नि हैन. Try it. Maybe एकचोटि हार खान्छ, maybe दुईचोटि हार खान्छ, maybe तीनचोटि अघि नै मैले भने जस्तै हुन्छ नि. That 12th time, once you get there and once you succeed, and when you look back, all the failures and all the mistakes and all the people who told you that you cannot do it, you'll think back on those things, okay? And when you've made it, you'll reflect back on all these things, and then you'll know, okay, oh yaar sachi, sakidо रहेछ त. यति सबै गरिसकेपछि you will also gain experience, okay? And that is the most important thing, okay? And you have to share that experience with everybody, okay? And again, that is what a better human is for me. And just trying to be that every single day, you know? Every single day.
So you host a lot of events, pani yaar.
Yeah.
How did you get started? Events or host gonna? How does it feel hosting an event?
I started hosting events 2009 मा हैन. हिजो भर्खर यसको बारेमा कुरा आउँदै थियो. So funny. Unilever को event थियो. I hope I get to do this year as well. Close up Love Fest भन्ने थियो के, Valentine's Day मा 14th of February 2009. I had just joined the media. 6 महिना 1 वर्ष हुन लाग्यो थियो. 6 महिना हुन लाग्यो थियो के अरे. 6 महिना 4-5 महिना, I don't even remember. And again, a presenter's husband came and told me, "Hey, Babu, यस्तो event छ गर्ने हो भनेर." I had never hosted an event at that time. And then I was like, all right, why not? I went to Nepalganj, hosted my first event for Close Up, and I'm thankful to Unilever and Close Up team. I don't know if I get to do it this year or not, but I've always hosted that event. Can you imagine that? Close Up Love Fest भन्ने event, I've always, म नेपालमा जहिले छु हुन्छ नि हैन, म जहिले पनि they've offered me, and I've always hosted that event since 2009. That event is the closest event to my life. That event changed my life till today. Probably I've hosted, I don't even know, a shit ton of events, हैन. Every event is different. Every event is very challenging. Every event has its own traits. Every event has its own style. Every event has its own ups and downs, हुन्छ नि हैन. Every event is different, man. As a bunny, that was the alarm. I have a event to go ahead and host.
कतिखेर जानुपर्ने ढिलो भएको?
No, we're good. I just gave myself a reminder. Okay? We got time. But yeah, man, every day, every event is different.
How does it feel, man? यत्रो वर्ष गरिसकेपछि
यस्तो हुन्छ कि again, granted लिनु हुँदैन कि जे काम गर्दाखेरि पनि हैन. If I start taking anything for granted, I'm done. That's it. That's the end of me. Every event is new, yaar. Even as a event, last night I was prepping up for the event. I was looking at all the things that I have to do, all the steps that I have to do. I was reading up on the new thing that these guys are doing, and the new launch they're about to do. So I was reading up on all those things. I spent, I believe, an hour after dinner just going through all of that. मेरो काम छ के छ भनेर हुन्छ नि. And yeah, just prepping it. अलिकति क्यू सिट पनि बनाएँ मैले. हुन्छ नि टक बनाएर त्यो सबैको आफ्नो स्टाइल हुन्छ कि हुन्छ नि, त्यो सबै बनाएर चाहिँ I've kept it ready. So got to change and then head there in a while. So yeah, man, every event is different, bro. Every event is different. And of course, before you start, you're always nervous, man. You're slightly, it doesn't matter. Yeah, because every event is different, right? Of course, there are events where you're like, there are events when you're like extra nervous because it depends upon how many steps you have, you know. When I'm hosting a Miss Nepal event, there's like hundreds of steps that you do. When I'm hosting a concert, maybe there's like 10 steps that I do, you know. So it's all events are different, okay?
The nervousness out on like yours, how do you cope up with it?
You just think about the end, bro. The end. I know. To end के हो भनेर के मैले अघि नै पनि भनेको थिएँ नि. Earlier I talked about in the end. The end is there's only one end with all of us. We're gonna go, right? We're gonna be finished. I know. So यसमा पनि end सोच्छु के म. Event सकेको सोच्छु के म. I'll think about how the event has ended. And at the end of the event, I have a smile on my face. Doesn't matter however the event goes. त्यो इभेन्ट फ्यान्टास्टिक पनि हुन सक्ला, एउटा पनि मिस्टेक नहुन सक्ला, अथवा त्यो इभेन्टमा 5 वटा मिस्टेक होला, 10 वटा मिस्टेक होला, 15 वटा मिस्टेक होला, भत्ती जाला हैन. तर म एन्ड सोच्छु के. When I hold the microphone in my hand, I think of the end of that event. When I'm smiling. When the guy or the girl or whoever, when the team or the company who gave me the job are smiling. I think of that. And that's what gets me going. Okay? जहिले पनि म अन्त्य सोच्छु के. अन्त्यमा even when I die, I'll be bloody going happily. हुन्छ नि. So I think of the end. And that gets me going. Because everybody needs to understand that there is always an end. We're not immortal. Or with anything that we do, it's not forever. सबैको आफ्नो टाइम हुन्छ नि हैन. So even with events, man, it will begin, it is gonna end. And in between, you make the best out of it. You stay cool, you stay calm, and you take it as you come along. And if there are things that go wrong, you fix it. You keep fixing it. You keep fixing it.
One of the craziest event must have been that marshmallow one. के भएको थियो त्यतिखेर? I just remember त्यतिखेर.
Yeah.
I wake up and
the whole world came upside down.
मैले त नेपालको भनेर रियलाइज नै गरेको थिएन कि. आधा घन्टा 1 घन्टासम्म I'm seeing footages they're burning it down के भइरहेछ नि त, crazy shit happening. आधा 1 घन्टापछि I realized यहाँ भएको रहेछ भनेर. What happened, man?
I'll cut it very short, and again, everything is on social media anyways. I know. Event started. We're all hyped. We're all excited that he's coming. I know. Event started. I started the event, and after a certain time, around after midnight, we found out that he's sick. He was sick. I know. He was sick because I did talk to the doctor. I know myself. I know. He was sick. ऊ fly in गरेर आउँदाखेरि नै ऊ बिरामी भइसकेको रहेछ के. फुड पोइजनिङ भएको रहेछ उसलाई. ऊ ल्यान्ड गर्यो.
डेन्जर नै बिरामी भएको थियो.
एकदमै नै बिरामी होइन. यतिसम्म भने कि डक्टरले इफ आई सेन्ड हिम हिज नट गोना मेक इट, लाइक हिज रियली अनवेल के. एकदमै नै बिरामी थियो. नभए त अफकोर्स आइहाल्थ्यो नि होइन. हि वाज रियली सिक. वी फाउन्ड आउट इन द वी आवर्स अफ द मर्निङ के द्याट ओके ल वी ट्राइड. अफकोर्स वी भन्दा नि अफकोर्स द टिम ट्राइड होइन. बाई द टाइम आई फाउन्ड आउट द्याट हि इज नट कमिङ इट वाज अलरेडी टु लेट. अब यस्तो हो क्या, इभेन्ट सुरु गरेपछि अन्त्य गर्नुपर्छ क्या. त्यो मेरो फिलोसफी हो. इफ आई एभर स्टार्ट अ इभेन्ट आई हेभ टु एन्ड इट. मेरो एथिक्सले दिँदैन क्या मलाई. म उठेर कुनै पनि इभेन्ट छोडेर अहिलेसम्म जिन्दगीमा गएको छैन ब्रो. इफ आई स्टार्टेड अ इभेन्ट आई हेभ एन्डेड अ इभेन्ट इभन इफ द इभेन्ट हेज गन रङ. A lot of things went wrong that day. But my ethics didn't let me leave. If I had left before it had finished or whatever, I couldn't see myself in the mirror. आफूले आफ्नो अनुहार ऐनामा कसरी हेर्ने? So I had to end the event. Well, things didn't go as planned, but I ended the event, and it is what it is, It was a big learning lesson for everybody. It was a big learning lesson for almost everybody that day.
But there wasn't anything you could have done. होइन त कसैले पनि के गर्न त सक्थेन नि त्यो सिचुएसन. It was very unfortunate.
It was very unfortunate, but I had to end it. Somebody had to go and say it.
Yeah.
You getting me what I'm trying to say? I'm okay that it was me because I had started the event. You getting me what I'm trying to say? त्यो कस्तो हुन्छ भने मैले अघि नै भनेको थिएँ नि होइन, I think of the end of the event हुन्छ नि होइन. And throughout whatever happens, you keep trying to fix it. People pay me money to, I tell everybody, you're paying money to fix it. I'll try my level best to fix it if anything goes wrong. That is because of my experience, because of all the failures that have happened, with all the things that have gone wrong, So I'll try my level best to fix it if anything goes wrong. So that's what I try to do in every event. Some will go great, some will not go great. You getting what I'm trying to say? That's the same thing with life. Okay? Maybe we'll constantly hit the success ladder. We'll reach the apex. But everybody needs to understand that when you get to the mountain, when you get up after 8,000 meters, you can't stay there forever. You have to come down. Or you will automatically come down. So how will you balance that out in your life? You just have to figure that out. Events mapani is the same thing. But whatever I do, like I said, I want to do a lot of things down the road. I love adventure sports. I want to do tons and tons of things in adventure sports.
You did skydiving.
Yeah, asti bhakar I did that.
Merai episode ko belama you were in a hurry.
Janlai. That was the Pokhara janlai, Pokhara janlai. Yeah, man, I was like so excited to go to Pokhara because I was doing the skydive.
Yeah, how was it?
Explore Himalaya organizes it every year.
It's a once in a year thing.
Once in a year thing, 3 days to 5 days maximum. त्यो क्याप पाउँदैन नि त, समय हुँदैन नि त, त्यो ब्याकग्राउन्ड त्यो आकाश खुल्दैन, धेरै थोक हुन्छ नि, त्यहाँ पर्मिट लिनु पर्यो, त्यत्रो स्काई डाइभर्सहरू विदेशबाट ल्याउनु पर्यो.
Once a year हुने त्यो.
Once a year.
I thought it's like there नै जहिले पनि.
No, 3 to 5 days. वर्षको 3 देखि 5 दिन, if you're lucky 1 week maybe. हैन, अनि एभरेस्टबाट पनि हुन्छ, यसपालि एभरेस्टबाट भएन, हैन. So 3 to 5 days everybody can experience it. Skydiving in Nepal, background माछा पुच्छ्रे, हैन. त्यो भन्दा राम्रो त केही पनि छैन, bro. Adventure sports man, you have to try things, man. I don't know about you. I don't know how big you are in this, but man, you have to try this. And most probably down the road, in a couple of years, I'll get my A license, and I also am about to get my paragliding license this year, hopefully, Man, yeah, those are the things, man. Once you're inches away from death, bro, that's the best feeling ever, man. So fun.
Your first time skydiving gare ho?
This is my second time skydiving.
How was the first time? What's the experience?
First time was fun, man. It's on, I believe it's on
Weren't you scared?
YouTube. No.
You're excited.
त्यो excitement कस्तो स्केरी मोमेन्ट चाहिँ कहाँ हुन्छ भने ठ्याक्क त्यो प्लेनबाट खस्ने बेलामा हुन्छ क्या. प्लेनबाट ठ्याक्कै खस्ने बेलामा चाहिँ हुन्छ नि होइन, यु आर शिट स्केयर्ड, यु आर रेडी टु शिट योर प्यान्ट्स. एज सुन एज यु हिट द फ्री फल यु आर डन, म्यान. त्यसपछि यस्तो रमाइलो हुन्छ. यो यसपालिकोमा पनि आई विल अपलोड द भिडियो मेबी इन अ मन्थ अर समथिङ, होइन. यसपालि पनि हेलिकप्टरबाट ठ्याक्कै निस्किनु अगाडि आम लाइक आई एम रेडी, लेट्स गो भनिरहेको छु कि मैले. ठ्याक्क I was so ready, I was so excited to do the jump, and I'm literally yelling there, let's go. It's fun, man. It's so fun. You should definitely skydive. Have you ever done...
I haven't done bungee.
Bungee नै गरेको छैन.
मैले zip line गरेछु. Zip line is the only thing I've done.
कहाँ गरे zip line?
कहाँतिर हो यार, कहाँ हो? धुलीखेलको zip line छ नि, थाहा छ नि?
Shit, कहाँ छ त्यो? म थाहा छैन, मैले गरेको.
धुलीखेलमा छ एउटा. है, अहिले पनि छ र? अहिले पनि छ. I did that last year, I think.
ए हो र?
Last year त हो नि, हैन र?
ए हो र? छैन यार आई बन्जी टन्स अफ टाइम फ्रम लास्ट रिजोर्ट म उता क्लिफमा गएर गर्नुपर्ने थियो अस्ति न्यु इयरमा तर मैले भ्याएन यार मैले भ्याउँदै भ्याएन म त्यहाँ जानै आई हेड टु कम ब्याक होइन म एक्स्ट्रा एक दिन बसेर चाहिँ क्लिफ गएर बस्छु भनेर सोचिरहेको थिएँ आई लभ टु डु इट म्यान इट्स द सेकेन्ड लार्जेस्ट in Southeast Asia or in the planet. Man, I'm super excited that they opened up and tons of other adventure things opening up in Nepal, man. I'm super excited for the adventure sports scene, you know. Skiing is a plan there. You can plan that out. You can plan that out. So you can definitely do skateboarding, skateboarding one as a skiing, there are tons of things. I'm about to take skateboarding classes. I know. Yeah, man. I was gifted a skateboard. Okay, एकजना भाइले मलाई skateboard gift गरेको थियो a couple of years ago, but I never learned how to play it. So I'm taking classes from next week. I'm taking like a couple of hours every day and just getting on that. बुढेसकालमा खुट्टा भाँच्नु पर्यो नि. Life is all about learning new things. Okay, Sushant. If you do not learn new things, it's all useless. Okay, and it doesn't matter, man. Age doesn't matter. Nothing matters, man. If you have time, you have to learn new skills, man. And I believe in that, and I'm trying to learn as many new skills as I can every single time. Every single time, man. New skills is the most important thing. You know, once you learn, you have the habit of soaking in more things. Okay? So I'd love to learn more things, man. Paragliding boy, and I'm about to do that this year. So I'm super excited, man. Super
paragliding to गरिरहेको
सानो बाबु एडभेन्चर भनेर छ स्याङ्जामा हैन सानो बाबु दाइको अनि it's a paragliding school. You can just people can sign up. I'm about to sign up next I believe February मा.
यहाँ paragliding गर्ने भनेको पोखरा मात्र हैन र कहाँ छ अरु?
हैन पोखरामा paragliding गर्ने हो हैन हैन मैले त फर्स्ट टाइम paraglide त गोदावरीमा गरे हो पहिला हैन फर्स्ट टाइम when I did paragliding was in Godavari. So सानो बाबु दाइको चाहिँ स्याङ्जामा चाहिँ you can it's a school so you can literally go 15-20 days. Couple of my friends have done that हैन so I'm going to go sign up मैले त्यही schedule मिलाउन खोजिरहेको छु August or September guys. I'm thinking of signing up if he has intake open or October I'm signing up for that.
What else are you doing? कति धेरै काम कुराहरु गरेर ट्राई गरिरहेको छौ?
जब ट्रेकिङ गर्न लाग्छ टन्नै ट्रेक छ यो
अस्ति पनि क्यान्सल भएको थियो तिम्रो ट्रेक
अस्ति जान पाएन नि यार अस्ति चाहिँ I was ready to go to we're going to खोपरा भन्ने ठाउँमा हैन but we couldn't go man it just didn't work out हैन but I'm willing to go back there यसपालि यो वर्ष के छ मार्दी छ अनि त्यसपछि हुम्ला छ हिजो भर्खर फाइनलाइज गरेछ हुम्ला चाहिँ स्प्रिङमा चाहिँ त्यहाँ एउटा स्पेसिफिक के रे मास्क फेस्टिभल हुँदो रहेछ कि हुम्लामा चाहिँ and we're just planning that out as well. So there are tons of things, man. Tons of things, bro. Life is too short, man. You gotta. Whenever you have time, you gotta get in and go, man. Turn off your bloody phone and just fuck off, bro. Just do all the crazy shit, man. Because you're never gonna get time later on. I know. And then you're gonna settle down and never get time. Ainda? Ready to settle down? Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
What about you?
I don't know, bro. I don't know if I'm cut out for that, man. I have so many different things that I still want to do in my life, man. So many places to travel, so many different things to do, man. I really don't know, bro. I really don't know. But right now I gotta bounce, man. I was saying slightly. This is brother, the third alarm.
Thank you so much for being here. हामीले कहिलेदेखि प्लान गरेको finally we're here. Finally we did it. Thank you so much, man.
I'm so happy that you started the podcast. I'm super duper happy. You tried. Pahilago was fantastic. This I hope this is gonna do great. I know I'll come back on the 112th. I'll come back on the 112th whenever you get there, man. And I'm super psyched about all the things that you're gonna do. And best wishes for everything that you're gonna do. And this is it, bro.
Thank you, man.
You're cool, man. Thank you for having me. Brother.